CD.
Party time!
If you need to promote your band or business, or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band, or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear. Featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more, Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
You kids with your loud music and your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, hula hoops, and Pac-Man video games, don't you see? People today have attention spans that can only be measured in nanoseconds.
See, son, old legends never die. They just lose weight.
He's like a legend and an out-of-work bum with a lot of life.
Hello, you crazy dick fucker!
Party time!
Oh, there we go. Oh, I had the microphones on this whole time. Oops. Let's try this shit one more time. Hello, Hollywood. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you. It is always good to be seen. My name is Izzy Presley, and welcome to another fucking podcast. We are live here on a Monday night in beautiful Los Angeles, California, and welcoming back to the show is a man who's been on this show many times, and I keep bringing him back because every time he brings beer. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello again to Mr. Luis Villegas, everybody.
Hey, Izzy, thank you for having me again.
Cheers, motherfucker.
I am becoming the Alec Baldwin, Steve Martin of the Another Effing Podcast.
And, you know, I'm okay with it because we have good shows every time that you're on.
Absolutely. We have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So make sure you hit up the sponsors, Rockstar Leatherworks, and, of course, Vid Decals, and Sass Pants Design, working on a new ad for her because she changed the name of her last business, which was Dead Threads. I do not have a new ad for... Ooh, there's somebody chatting already. I'm going to guess this is either April or Jacobus. Jim Dulesky. Hey, what's going on, buddy? It's good to see you. So, yeah, check out the sponsors. Check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/Another Effing Podcast. Check out my personal Facebook page, facebook.com/IzzyPresley1. Find out everything that I am doing entertainment-wise, like this week, for instance, this Wednesday night, Soundcheck Live, which I host each and every week. Big show this week. We are doing all 9-inch nails. It's going to be a very, very, very cool show. Let's see. Resident band is Ace Von Johnson from Faster Pussycat, Ashley Zarigan from Filter, Chris Reeve, Carl Restivo, who's in there each and every week. Hey, we're live on Facebook under that. Tammy fucking Down is going to be in the house. He might be there next week, too, for my birthday.
Whoa.
Because next week, I get to be guest curator.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I got some cool shit planned. So Tammy Down from Faster Pussycat, Johnny Radke from Filter, Sean Bevan, Fred Sablon, Creighton Emmerich from Orgy. Just a huge list. Alex Kane will be joining us. Of course, the beautiful and talented Barry Pointer, who we just got off the boat with. Your percussionist, Mike Bennett, will be in the house.
Awesome.
Who also plays with my God, Richie Kotzen. Cat Scarlet will be returning. Johnny Ruthless, you hear that? And what up, Shane? Shane Tucker is making his debut. Brendan Bauman, who jammed with us.
Shane Tucker.
Shane Tucker.
No way.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, Brandon
Right
Bauman.
Shane.
Brandon Bauman jammed with us at the Kiss Jam, which we're going to talk about, of course. Just a huge thing. And there's no cover. It is Wednesday night at Lucky Strike Live, Soundcheck Live, 9-inch Nails night. It's going to be fucking amazing. I can't. Tammy fucking Downs going to be there. That's fucking awesome. So yeah, next week I get to be guest curator. So that was the big secret.
That's really cool.
So
you've been doing the gig for a while now. So
I have. If you want to donate to this show, you absolutely can. I had a very, very kind and generous person donate a couple weeks ago. A nice, healthy chunk, and thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to give out his name because, I just don't want to be that guy to, I don't know if he wants to be anonymous. I mean, I know who it is.
Last name doesn't rhyme with stump, does it?
No. But we'll give him a clap. Thank you again so much. If you do want to donate to the show, you absolutely can. Izzy.presley@gmail is the PayPal. So yeah, there you go. And any other housekeeping stuff I got to do? I think other than find my liver.
It's in the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, my liver is in the Pacific Ocean. Luis and I just got off the Monsters of Rock cruise last Wednesday morning, and I went cankleless this year.
I know. So what is it? What do you get that from?
I don't know, and I drank more on this one for many reasons.
Maybe it's the Atlantic Ocean.
Maybe because it's not as humid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's odd.
I don't know if that has anything to do
But I
with
know
it,
a few people that did end up with cankles.
Things affect different people in different ways.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because I brought my compression socks like I do every year, and I only wore them twice. But I didn't really feel like I needed to wear them. I just wore them at night because that's usually what I do.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't do anything differently.
I didn't do anything different. Just drank more.
Well, you know what? You should try that again in February.
We'll see if I have the reason to.
Like this time you did.
This time I did. It was like Monday, for instance, I drank from 10 a.m. until 5 a.m. That is Is
that a record?
For me,
that's a lot.
That is a lot. That was a long day of drinking, and it wasn't my fault. I blame Chad Stewart, Faster Pussycat, and of course my band Ack, a tribute to Ace Frehley, who got to play on the boat this year, which was awesome.
That was cool. Yes,
that was. We are Spinal Ack, pretty much. We are Spinal Tap, pretty much. We'll get into that in a little bit too. But so Chad is a chef. He cooks like a motherfucker.
Wow!
When you're in town, we'll have to go some Sunday morning to St. Felix and get his bloodies. His bloodies have won best bloodies in LA for years. I mean, they're fucking amazing. But he can cook like a motherfucker, right? So he's in the Cooking with Rock Stars every year.
Okay.
And I judge it every year.
Okay.
And I sit down at the table next to Nikki Black and Tammy Down and Lance from Bang Tango. And all of a sudden,
you and
Chad,
Nikki Black, by the way.
We have a rapport.
Yes, you do. Very special relationship.
A very special relationship. Yes. Basically, it's just we give each other shit, and that's all it is. And it's quite hilarious, actually.
It's hilarious, but it's scary. I don't think I had ever witnessed it live on one of the karaoke nights.
Oh, I know. Oh, that was
you
classic.
guys were just going at it.
That was classic. I wish somebody had that on tape. If anybody has that on fucking tape, you gotta. Oh my god, that was good. So I sit down. It's not. I think it's 10 a.m. or 9:30 or something like that. It was fucking early because I had just rolled out of bed after drinking until 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And scouring for vagina that I never got. And so I sit down at the table, and here comes Chad waddling over with a bottle of Jack Daniels. It's like, oh fuck.
At 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Plops
Nice.
it down in front of me and goes, smiles. It's like, oh, you fucking cocksucker. So of course, I took
Of course.
Of course. I had to oblige.
Right. You don't want to be rude.
Then the beer started flowing, and then you guys played on the stage right after the Cooking with Rock Stars.
Right.
Which I thought we were going to, but you guys got
That's
the slot,
right.
which is
That's
cool.
right.
It's
right.
great because fucking you guys deserve to be on the fucking pool stage. And there was just so much shit happening that day that I wanted to see. I can't remember what it is now. But
Right.
no, I think
I know.
the Winery Dogs played that day. Yeah, because that was Monday. Because I ended up in my Vikings jersey when they beat the Giants, and I laughed at Eddie.
Is
Trunk.
that the day we landed in Ensenada?
Yes,
Yes.
that was the
Yes, it
Ensenada
was.
day.
That was
It was.
Ensenada.
It was. You got off the boat, didn't you?
For a second, yeah.
Yeah.
We played from noon to 1, and then I think we went to eat, and then it was by that time it was like 3 o'clock, and they said, "Well, you better hurry up because everybody's got to be back on the boat by 4:30."
Right.
So we just basically just stepped off there in that little area with the bar,
Right.
and hung out there for an hour, and that was it. That was our Ensenada trip.
I should have got off the boat with you so I could actually have a Mexican guy show me the homeland.
There you go. Yeah, you didn't have a Mexican guy? You know what I had? I had a white mariachi named Brian I.
Oh,
yeah. he was showing me the homeland.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, he was worse than I was that day.
That day.
Because
Yes.
that night.
What happened?
Because we had the Gong Show that night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and Brian
Sunday
was. We were both fucking lit. We were both lit.
And that day, I think I ran into Brian and Erica, and they had just come back from Ensenada and $3 tequila shots or whatever it is that they were buying, and they had bought a shitload of shit.
I don't like this.
Oh, they bought you a couple of things too.
They bought me this. It's a holster. You tie it to your leg and wrap it around your fucking belt, but you put a beer in it.
Yeah, it looks like a gun holster, leather gun holster, but it's for a beer.
I was walking around on the boat with my hand on my beer the whole time, like I was fucking Doc fucking Holiday or something. You know, it was awesome. Thank you, Brian.
That's cool. Yeah, so that was my Ensenada experience.
So yeah, I mean, you've been on the boat. I mean, fucking how many years?
This is our fifth year.
Yeah.
Fifth year.
Yeah.
And it was awesome, just like all the other ones. And this one particularly was awesome, because it left out of L.A.
I know we didn't have to fly
We
anywhere.
didn't have to. Yeah, we could save our flight money for more beer.
The only thing I had to do was split parking with Ace Von Johnson.
Oh, cool.
That was it. That's the only thing I had to pay for.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we Ubered it over there and Ubered it back home.
How much
so.
was that? You took an Uber instead of Lyft, you son of a bitch.
Oh, did I say that? I meant, well, you see, I'd never taken Uber before, actually. It only been Lyft, so I got my discount or whatever it was for the first time. Anyway, it was like total. It was supposed to be, I think it was like $35 or something like that.
Holy shit!
Each way. 30. One was 31. One was 37.
That's actually not bad.
Not bad. When we arrived, the flight back, the drive back was supposed to be much more expensive because it was what do you call that? Surge prices.
Yeah.
So we waited. We just had to wait like maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and then they went back down.
Plus, you had your discount, so that helped. How much would it have been without the discount?
No, that's what it would have been. That's what it was without the discount. So it was less than that. It was like $10 or something the first time.
Holy fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations.
But that's it. I'm out of discounts, so I'm just gonna do Lyft.
Yeah, good call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of cool shit. I mean, Rat
on the ship.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
I did. You know what I thought was kind of cool is when they were about to announce them. They were about to say who this special guest was. It was Eddie Trunk on
the Stowaways.
He's like, okay, might as well tell you the surprise guests are and we never heard. Now I have a person that always knows what's going on, so I texted her immediately and I said, okay, you got to tell me who it is. And she half got it right. She said Stephen Piercy, but it ended up being Rat.
I knew.
Did you?
I knew.
Yeah.
I knew on Wednesday.
Oh, early.
Yeah, because the whole management team was down to Lucky Strike, scouting out getting the layout of the land, getting ready for the party on Thursday, and we were all bullshitting, right. and the good people there at the Monsters of Rock cruise filled me in.
That's awesome. That's very cool.
But it was,
That's
they sounded fucking great.
They sounded great. They actually sounded really, really good. They sounded rehearsed. They sounded like they knew what they were doing. It wasn't just thrown together. And now they haven't played together in a long time. Is that the deal? I know Stephen Piercy's been doing some stuff, and he did something the night before.
It's been, I think, since 2014, maybe, because they were supposed to be on the boat in 14, and then that's when it all fell apart.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah. Which would have been fucking awesome, but you know how it goes. Shit happens.
But yeah, this was a really cool cruise. Yeah, Rat was great, and the thing that I liked about it was it was because it was themed. It was out of Los Angeles, and it was themed Monsterwood, Hollywood.
Right.
It was all the bands that kind of started here. Out here in L.A. L.A. Guns and Faster Pussycat and Warrant and Rat, of course, and Quiet Riot. Those were the bands that kind of put. Not that the Sunset Strip wasn't already on the map, but put it on the map for the new generation in the 80s, and that was awesome. That it was a tribute to that time.
Yeah, and fucking Mr. Big was on there.
Mr. Big,
did you catch the Mr. Big set?
I caught a little bit of it.
Yeah,
I didn't catch
here.
the whole thing.
Same here. I walked out. They were doing a couple songs I didn't know, and then they did "To Be With You," and then I had to go because I think we had karaoke that night.
Yes.
Yeah, we did, but we ended up not having karaoke that night.
Was that the?
That was the
first
night. It was the first night. It was the first because Paul Gilbert got off the boat. He didn't stay on the boat.
Oh, is that right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
And the only guy from Rat that stayed on the boat was Juan. Everybody else bounced.
Split, huh?
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. I hope that is not a trend.
No, I think it was just a scheduling thing.
Okay.
I think it was just a scheduling thing. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's not a trend either.
I hope
but
it's not a trend.
And I doubt it will be because I think a lot of these guys they know they get it. It's like you get on there and you hang out.
It would suck just to put it out there if we left out of Tampa for the next one and the first night you get Vince Neil on the pool stage as the night starts, and then he gets off the boat,
right,
and then we leave. That would suck. So let's not do that.
Yeah, I agree. Let's not. But the pre-party was a blast.
Yeah,
it was.
It was the first time that I ever got to attend a pre-party because we're always doing them, obviously on the East Coast,
right.
And I never get there until like the day of.
Right.
So this time around, at least I was able to attend one and even be a part of one.
Yeah. It was Paradise Kitty. And Jenna and Rachel will be in studio next week.
Awesome.
Maybe even with
Party time.
Yes. We'll see. It's not confirmed yet.
Courtney.
Did you just say Courtney?
I think I
did. She's a bitch.
So we'll see. But it's going to be an all-female drunken summit next week. And it's going to be nice to have the smallest boobs in the room.
Almost.
So Jenna and Rachel from Paradise Kitty will be in studio next week. And I think I may have cameras in studio next week because I've been talking to my buddy Christian, and he wants to do like YouTube stuff with this show. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but we'll have a couple cameras in here. Maybe even if it's just a couple GoPros and one handheld. I don't know how the fuck we're going to do it, but because there's not a lot of room. The Hurt Locker is not big. It's got this homey feel with my bed in it.
Does have a homey feel.
Right. I mean, it's a fucking
Feels
mess
like
now.
a motel room. Like a motel
yeah, I
room.
guess. It's a mess now because it's you. Next week it'll be spotless because there will be girls here. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. But Paradise Kitty and then the London Choir Boys, who were fucking great.
Yep.
Who were always great. And then Ack. My band,
and then
tribute
Ack.
to Ace Frehley with the beautiful and talented Barry Pointer.
And friends.
Ack and friends.
Bunch of friends.
Yeah, so Ack, if you don't know, it's myself, Barry Pointer, who played with Methods of Mayhem, Johnny Martin, who's out with Tracy Guns, just left today, and he's the bass player for Adler, and when Tracy and Phil do their thing, he's the bass player for that too, which is cool. and Chad from Faster Pussycat, and we just had a slew of people come up and jam. We did Kiss Alive 1 front to back. Luis came up and played with us. You did Black Diamond, right?
Black Diamond with Courtney Cox.
Yes, Courtney Cox played Black Diamond, and she sang "Shock Me."
Yes,
that's cool.
And I also did 100,000 years.
Oh, that's right, you did 100,000 years.
yeah.
I forgot about that. You and Jeremy.
That was cool.
That's a cool song.
It's a very cool song. Yeah. So I had a great time. It was great because not only because I was playing with some great musicians and I was playing with you as well, but because I got to see some of the family, that you usually see on the East Coast here in your own hometown, and getting and making that anticipation to get on the boat. That much more. So that,
plus you guys always get left out of those jams. I'm like, I gotta get one of you fuckers up there. Like last year on the Motor Bowie,
Yeah. We got that. We got to play on that, so that was cool. That was very, very cool.
Yeah. That was a good time. Good time. So so the Axe show on the boat, and we're Spinal Tap. We are fucking Spinal Tap. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Something always happens before we play. Always. The Vegas show. Chad doesn't make it because there's a fire on the 15 and they shut down the fucking interstate.
Oh, yeah.
So we're scrambling for a drummer. Then we get there and there's no backline. And it just... But we play. We make the shit happen. So on the boat...
but what happened at the Lucky Strike? Lucky Strike was
something happened.
I know one of the guitar players didn't show up immediately. Like you guys were looking... I think maybe the second song or something.
Yeah, Michael Grant. Yeah.
Yes, Michael Grant.
Miscommunication.
Yeah,
he spaced it.
He didn't know that.
But he came up. He came up. But Alex Hand didn't show up
at all.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. God, who else? There was one other person that didn't show up. I think it was one of the drummers didn't show up either. But that was like the minuscule stuff. But on the boat, this is our luck. So I get up there early because I'm always early for our gigs. I'm just that guy. I'm late for everything else, but when we play, I'm there so fucking early because I'm so excited about it. So I'm up there and I'm ready to go, and I've got Ace's Les Paul on me, Ace Von Johnson's Les Paul. It falls off the strap.
Oh, that's right. I did hear
face
about that.
First onto the floor, and it cracks the headstock. Only guitar I brought because this is what happened. Why I didn't have my V. Why I didn't have my V, which is sitting right there.
The one that I broke last time or did something.
Yeah, you broke the strap, yes. I think. You broke something. I fucked up one of the tuning pegs. I stripped out one of the tuning pegs and wasn't able to get it fixed. So there's the Munson part. There's the Spinal Tap part. So that happens. I break the fucking headstock, the only guitar I brought. Obviously, I didn't have my V with me. And... go down to production in a frenzy because I know they've got guitars down there, but it's like, oh fuck, it's just gonna be like Yamahas, like Pacificas and whatever, right. Whatever. It's one gig, I can deal with it. Going into a fucking Marshall, make some noise, whatever.
Squire Strat.
Yeah. And then, but they perfect stuff for the jam, for my jam, for the Cruiser Jam, works great. So thank you. Monsters of Rock crew. Thank you.
Know what? Let me tell you something.
Amazing stuff. But hold on. But you're doing an Ace Frehley show. You need a fucking Les Paul.
Yes. Yeah. No.
And absolutely. Guess what? They came through with a fucking Les Paul.
Did they?
They came through with a black Gibson Standard Les Paul.
Awesome.
It was fucking great. So thank you to the whole production crew. Thank you. So that is averted. Well, I'll let you finish your thought in a second. That's averted. And as I'm walking back to the room, holding the Les Paul, I see Chad Stewart. And he looks like he died.
Oh, no.
He's like, Izzy, we got a problem. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Now what? What's going to go wrong? I can't keep anything down. I'm sick as fuck. I got seasick. I got the flu. I don't know what the fuck I have, but I'm fucked. I'm like, so you can't play? He's like, I don't think so. Son of a whore!
No.
So we sent him down to the infirmary to get some more drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in a fucking tizzy. I'm not mad. I'm just in a tizzy.
This is how long before the show now?
Oh, this is about a half an hour.
Half an hour.
Or half an hour before the
Okay.
show. Maybe
Good.
45 minutes. So I'm in a tizzy, and somebody goes, dude, get fucking Todd from Tough, the drummer from Tough. Todd Burr? Todd T. Burr. Yeah, Todd T. Burr. T. And I'm like, where is he? I think I saw him in the fucking buffet line. All right. So I'm in a fucking tizzy, and I'm running down, and Firehouse is on the pool stage, and Courtney gets to play with Firehouse, and I really wanted to see her play with Firehouse because she's loves fucking Firehouse. And I'm like, but I don't have time because I got to find a fucking drummer, and we have to sound check yet. So luckily enough, as I'm walking across the pool deck, I run into Stevie Rochelle.
Okay.
Where's your drummer? He's like, he's over there, I think. I'm like, why? He goes, why? I'm like, Chad's gonna die. And sure enough, we walk over by the elevators, and boom, there's Todd right there. It's like, dude, help. Help.
Yeah.
They had a photo shoot.
Oh.
He skipped out the photo shoot.
Oh, nice.
To come play with us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Not
So-
cool for the people that wanted to take pictures with him.
Right. But, it's tough. So, sorry, Stevie. You know I love you, buddy. Got to give you shit. So, Chad ended up doing the first 4 songs, and then Todd took over, and it just turned into a Kiss jam.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. And it was like, once he started
all
the
right.
songs, he knew them. He's like, okay, which one is? Oh, yeah, I know that
right,
one.
right.
And then he just fucking
Yeah.
got into it, and it was awesome.
Oh, that's
so,
cool.
anyways.
And that was at Spinnaker.
That was in the Spinnaker
Yeah.
Lounge, yes. Anyway, finish your thought.
Only thing I was going to say, because you were just mentioning how production came through with the guitar, and they worked so hard. They work so hard.
Oh, my God, they do.
And this one in particular, I really, really noticed how hard everybody was working. That from the very, very beginning, from the not even including the pre-parties, because I can only speak for one of those. But once we got on the boat, people at the like Marisa and Pat.
Oh,
and
the hospitality crew. Marisa and Pat and fucking
They're
Jacobus.
just going
Hold on.
upside down and-
Did you just say Pat Fontaine?
I did say.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I never seen them work so hard, and you and Brian I had never seen you guys like work like this. This was one of those cruises where I could see your sweat, and I could see your frowns, and you guys are really, really working hard, and I just thought that this particular cruise, I saw that more than anything, and everybody came through it. It was all for the fans, and everybody I think had a great time.
Oh, I agree. It did seem a little more mellow than the last few cruises.
It did. I agreed with you. You mentioned that to me on the boat.
I didn't see as many people passed out. And I thought the Hollywood one would be more hardcore.
Right.
Hey, speaking of beers.
Oh, beer me.
Yes.
Beer you.
I'm feeling rather parched.
Okay. There we go.
Aha.
There you go,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Yeah, this one was a little mellower, and it wasn't for lack of bands. There were
No, the
enough
bands were awesome, and the crowd was awesome, but it just seemed like people weren't in full-blown party mode.
What could it have been? Maybe because it's wrong time of the season.
No,
We usually do these in
like
springtime.
Yeah, springtime. So it's like warm where it's not. It doesn't almost because a lot of these people come from a cold climate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cold. And it's like, all right, fuck it, it's
That's
warm.
true.
There's palm
Yeah,
trees.
that's
Let's
true.
fucking party.
True.
I don't know.
Maybe more families. Maybe more people brought family members.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Don't know.
I don't know. So
know.
we got to make up for that in February.
For sure. It's going to happen.
Jennifer, because you weren't there. Yeah, if you were there would have been a lot of things different, baby.
She'll be there in February.
You'll be on, Jennifer. Will you be on in February?
As we wait for them.
As I'm waiting for the response. I gotta forget about the I forgot about the time difference, the delay. Let's see.
Delay.
The little delay. All right, let's see. Still waiting for Jennifer to respond. Should be. She says she should be. All right, cool.
Right.
Kick ass. Well, that's the plan. Well, we'll see you on the boat, baby. But yeah, we got we have a challenge now. We got to kick it up. We have a brand new town in Tampa Bay.
Yes, that's right.
I love Tampa. Tampa is a lot of fun.
And we're docking in 2 ports that we have not docked in with the Monsters.
Correct,
cruise,
because
right?
because it's the Gulf side now instead of the Miami side.
It is, and where we're going, Cozumel.
That's right.
And Grand Cayman. I think we've stopped there with the other cruises. Maybe with with Moody Blues. I think
it was either Moody's
but never with.
Never with Monsters. So,
Never with
we're mixing it up. We're skipping the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Not that we hate the Bahamas.
We don't hate the Bahamas.
Don't hate the Bahamas.
We certainly don't hate the Bahamas. We're okay with not stopping at the Bahamas.
Right. Exactly. You know, something new, something different. Let's. I'm gonna pull up the bands, Monsters of Rock cruise, just so you can give an idea who's people who've never been on the boat. Or who are on the fence, like they've heard about it, but they don't know who the fuck, if they're going to go or not, don't know all the bands. Here are the bands for 2017 in February 2nd through 7th. Vince Neil from Motley Crue, Tom Kiefer, the Queens of the Reich, Night Ranger will be on there. My liver hurts already. They party harder than fucking Faster Pussycat.
Who's this? Night Ranger?
Night Ranger.
Really?
Yeah.
I had dinner with them on was it the first cruise? Were they on the first cruise? Yeah, I think it was the very first cruise.
Yeah.
They seemed very mild-mannered. They weren't partying very hard. As a matter of fact, who came up to us? Jack Blade, I think, came up to us, and he was wearing his little seasick band.
Right.
Well, this is my first time on a boat, and I really don't know what to expect. So I find it hard to believe that they rock hard.
You know the story about the Faster Pussycat pre-party before they did one of their shows.
I do not.
With 12 bottles of Jack Daniels in like 2 hours.
No,
it was them and Night Ranger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when I did the podcast on the last one, the famous. Fucking to hell with my liver, fuck Striper one.
To hell with my liver.
That was the Don Jameson line. Yeah, we got a new record. It's called To Hell with My Liver. Chad had said, what, fucking Ranger Danger? They fucking put us to shame.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Night Ranger can party.
All right.
Saxon is back. Striper.
Saxon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Striper is back. TNT.
Striper, okay.
Slaughter is returning to the boat. Danger. DAD. Those guys were really fucking cool in February.
That's right. I remember they played this year, right? Earlier.
Yeah. The dude with the 2-string bass.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking badass. Jeff Scott Soto will be on there. Y&T returns. The God, Dave Meniketti, who has been on this show. Lynch Mob will be on there. Saigon Kick is returning. The Electric Boys.
Don't know.
Lips and Hips. She's all lips and hips.
Right. Okay.
The Answer, Beasto Blanco, Inglorious, Faster fucking Pussycat, of course. It's not a fucking Monsters cruise without Faster Pussycat.
Right. True.
True. It just is. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Tora. John Corabi is returning as well. He's the what is he? The mayor.
The mayor of the cruise.
The mayor of the cruise. Yep. Kip Winger.
Awesome.
Joel Hoekstra, Heaven's Edge,
Excellent.
Paradise Kitty, and more announcements coming. And of course, myself and Brian will be on there doing karaoke.
And it's not on there, but I've heard from a very good source that Heavy Mellow will be on there.
We got to start a petition to get you guys on the t-shirts. But as Taco Truck.
Yeah. Heavy Mellow, a.k.a.
Yes, we have Brian has dubbed Heavy Mellow Taco Truck.
Freaking Brian.
Yeah, so it's going out of Tampa to the Cayman Islands and Cozumel. monstersofrockcruise.com. Get on there and you can book your very own cabin and join in the debauchery. That is the Monsters of Rock Cruise. And there's only one next year. This year it was an experiment. They did 2.
That's right.
You know. So
and what do you think? You think it worked?
Yeah, I mean, dude, we got to fucking be on that boat twice.
I think you're right. I think we need to do that every year.
Well, it does make it more special when it's just one.
So far.
Not that
every other year would be great too.
Every other year you do too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well we're just schlubs. We're just guitar players.
Yes.
We're not the business people. We can't make that decision. Saxon had to cancel the cruise in February. Oh, sorry, Scott. I did not know that. That sucks. Scotty Lee, how you doing, buddy?
Damn it.
Well, that happens.
Saxon.
Like, Anvil was supposed to be on the last one.
Uh-huh.
And
every once in a while we get people that
they get
that have
offered.
to
They get
cancel.
offered a fucking European tour with Accept. You have to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do one cruise or tour Europe.
Right. That's exactly what happened with us on one of the cruises. We couldn't do them because Ben had to do this.
Oh, that's
this thing
right. That's right. He's got another one of those
year.
coming up, doesn't he?
He's actually there now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. He left the day after.
Oh,
the
really?
cruise. Yeah. We returned on the 5th. I think he boarded a plane to Sweden on the 6th, and he's over there now.
Yeah, I just saw him post the other day with a whole bunch of dates. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a month and a half.
I was all excited. I'm like, oh, fuck, is Heavy Mellow? I'm like, oh, no, it's just Ben.
Ben and some other dude. Thomas, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but they got some good stuff. Absolutely. They're master guitar players.
Well, yes, they are.
That's why it's called the Master Guitar Tour.
This is true.
Otherwise, it'd be something else. It'd be called something else.
It'd be called Taco Truck.
It'd be called, yeah, they can have the name. Taco Truck.
Fucking Taco Truck. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a short little break, 1 minute, and we'll be right back and talk some more fucking random bullshit with Luis Villegas from Heavy Mellow. Woo-woo. Be right back. It's another fucking podcast. RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear. Featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more, Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
If you need to promote your band or business, or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band, or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
All right, and we have returned. It's another fucking podcast. My name is Izzy Presley, and of course, please say hello to Luis Villegas.
That would be me.
That would be him.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Did you get this on in the Bahamas?
I did buy that. Actually, Brian bought that for me in the Bahamas.
Wow, Brian buys you a lot of shit.
I know.
What the hell?
I know.
You know what he's bought me?
Jack shit?
Jack shit, yeah.
Oh,
what the hell? What's up with that?
Yeah.
Yes, Pat Fontaine. That was hilarious. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he doesn't really buy me a lot of shit, but it's every once in a while he's like, I got something for you. But I forgot to bring home the really cool gift he bought me.
I think I may know what it is.
It was a box of pasta.
Yes.
Called Titteroni.
Yes.
And all the pasta was shaped like boobies. Because I love boobies.
And you could have eaten them.
I
Now
could have
what
eaten
happened?
them.
What happened? What did you do with it?
I forgot to grab him that night at karaoke, and he's got him.
Oh, so he's got them.
Yeah,
So
I guess
he's
I'll-
eating boobies.
Either that or I'll see him in February.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Fontaine.
fucking Pat Fontaine. I love that crazy
shit,
fucker.
shit.
I love it. You see Pat, and yeah, he's a great friend. And I see every day, hey, you fucking cocksucker, what's up, you fucking
Yeah,
cunt?
yeah.
Fucked your mother last night, man. No, I fucked your sister last night, man. And she says hi. Pat, I don't have a sister. Then it was your mother.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
love
like
that
him
guy.
for
Fuck
sure.
it, I love that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So what's up in the Heavy Mellow world? You guys are recorded a new CD.
We did. We recorded, mixed, mastered, and printed out and uploaded to iTunes a brand new Heavy Mellow CD, which is called Volume 3, which follows
Volumes 1
Volumes
and 2.
1 and 2. Yeah, we got really creative this time. We said, what should we call this one? And we said Volume 3 would be great. Actually, we were thinking of calling it Cabin Fever because it has nothing to do with being on a boat, being stuck on a boat forever. But it has everything to do with the fact that we rented a cabin up in the Big Bear Mountains, and basically rented it for 2 nights and recorded it from the moment we got there till the moment we had to leave. We recorded the entire album in that at the cabin.
Nice.
Great experience. Really awesome. It was a great little cabin with a huge backyard with a tool shed and an outhouse and a bell. We sampled the bell sound for we even thought, let's fucking record Hell's Bells, and because we were just doing stuff so fast.
Wow.
Never happened, but maybe in the future we still have that sample of the bell from back there. Had a hot tub back there. Had a grill.
Was it cold as fuck or was it summertime?
It wasn't that cold.
Was there snow?
There was no snow whatsoever.
Say, man, what's with all this white shit around here, man? I don't know what this fucking white shit is. I've never seen it before. I grew up in East LA, motherfucker.
This was what, September, right? No, yeah, there's no snow up there yet. So we got there. We completely destroyed the inside of this place and made it a recording studio.
Of course you did.
And then at the end, we put it all back together like nothing ever happened. We came back home to L.A., mixed it. Basically, Mike Bennett mixed it on his own, and he would send us the mixes, and we'd okay them or change something.
Right.
He'd change them, boom, 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 done. He sent them all to me. I mastered them in my mastering studio. We sent them to Ben. Ben uploaded them, and he created the artwork. He took this is how how Ben works. He's like, let's stand up against this in the backyard against the tool shed. So we all kind of stood up against the tool shed with our guitars and Mike with his cajon. He brought a little holder for his iPad, for his iPhone. He put it on a timer. He hit the timer. He went. We didn't see anything happen. We stood there for like maybe, I don't know, 20 seconds. We're like, I don't think anything happened. So he goes over and he goes, yeah, I don't think it worked. Let's try it again. So he hits another button. We go back. Now we see the little light turn on, and we assume it took a picture. And he goes and checks it, and he goes, great, this is the cover. And it was the cover.
Oh, wow.
The one picture that he took of us is the front cover of this, and it looks fucking great.
Nice.
It looks fucking great.
I didn't see. I didn't spend a lot of time at the fucking merch booth because you had it on the boat. Right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
I didn't see it.
For sure.
I'm
for
fucking
sure.
retarded. I didn't
You know
even
what?
know.
And I totally spaced. I should have brought you one. Maybe I should have done one of these, or at least just brought you one. But I spaced too. I have a few copies at home right now, but I did not bring them.
Of course not.
However, next time I see you, which I don't know when it'll be, very, very, very soon, since we live like 5
maybe
minutes away from
next
each other.
Wednesday on my birthday when I'm
That sounds
guest
like a great
curator
idea.
at Lucky Strike.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm in. I'll bring you one then.
Yay!
That'll be your gift.
That's my birthday present.
and you'll be happy about it.
Yay! Well, I'm always happy when I see you, fuckface. Oh, let's see.
So,
New
yeah,
CD.
so that's
oh,
out.
hold it.
That's
California
good.
Rock News says the new CD kicks ass. California Rock News, and they posted the link to the. Obviously, I'm assuming their review.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
Look
so
at that.
that'll
We're getting
be
reviews on it already.
Yeah, if you go to the messages on the page, you can get.
And
that.
I don't know if all your listeners are familiar with what Heavy Mellow does, what this band.
Well, I think
does
you've
and
been
is.
on this show enough.
Yeah,
but if you haven't, if you know, like,
there
who
might
the
be
fuck
a couple.
is Heavy
Who
Mellow?
the fuck is Heavy Mellow? I don't remember them from the '80s.
Who's this asshole wearing fucking sunglasses and it's fucking 9 p.m.? I don't know. Heavy Mellow, they take heavy metal songs, they do a flamenco style, all instrumental, with 2 guitars and a fucking cajon. That's it, and
That's
it's
right.
badass.
It's a traditional flamenco ensemble, if you will.
Right.
2 flamenco guitars, cajon, and Ben does all the arrangements. He takes all these heavy metal classics and he arranges them for flamenco guitar, and these are authentic flamenco techniques that he uses. And just because metal is such a unique art form in and of itself, he's created brand new ways to play these guitar riffs,
Right.
flamenco style. So he'll come up with these awesome arrangements, then he'll lay them on me, and we'll work stuff out together. And I usually am playing the melody, all the melodic stuff. But
You're
sounds
kind of
great.
doing the vocal line, right?
Usually, yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part. Sometimes he'll have kind of more of a solo guitar version of it, where he'll be doing the melody as well as the rhythm, and I'm kind of just augmenting on the rhythm guitar. But it sounds fucking great, and we get a great response, especially on these cruises.
Right.
Great response on this last one. We had a whole lot of people down there at the Bar City, the Bar City stage.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of musicians there watching us too. We had people from Great White. Mark Kendall's a huge fan of ours.
Yeah.
Chuck Wright, who's a big flamenco fan in and of itself, he was there and he was digging us. Joe from the Atomic Punks, also a fan.
Yeah. I love Joe. He's been on this show before. Hammered.
The Iron Maidens. Most of them show up all the time.
And you actually you did a fill-in with the Iron Maidens.
Yeah, we did.
I can't remember if we talked about this last time.
This was maybe 3.
No, we never talked about this on the show.
Did
you
we
told
never?
me about this when we were going up to Calabasas to do the
Terry
Lulu.
thing.
Yeah, the Terry
which
thing.
is another thing that I should talk about. But
Yeah.
About 3 years ago, we were Grand Cayman Islands, and I get looking for Wi-Fi.
Right.
And we find Wi-Fi in this one bar at the Cayman Islands, and I get my email and I get my messages, and one of them is from Kirsten Rosenberg, the lead singer.
Right.
Hey, Louie.
Luigi.
Hey, would you be interested in performing with the Iron Maidens? And I'm looking at this like, is this right? Is this correct?
Right.
And I'm kind of looking around like,
I have a penis, right?
And the conversation went sort of like that. Like, I'd love to, but I'm a dude. Does this cramp your style? Or he's like, no, but you have to wear a dress. And at first I thought she was serious, and then, but of course, ha ha ha, LOL, blah blah blah. So we get back to L.A. and sure enough, I had seen them before. I had seen them because they're friends of friends of mine. But I'd never actually met them. I think maybe I met them in passing, when they do the meet and greets and stuff, and I say hello to them. But yeah, we all got together at a rehearsal space, and I told them what songs that I knew. They gave me a long list of Iron Maiden songs they do. I picked, a good set's worth, and we rehearsed them. We did one rehearsal, and that was pretty much it. And then we did the gig down in at St. Rock in Huntington Beach. It was awesome. It was great.
Well, of course it was.
I tried to stay kind of in my place. I'm not an Iron Maiden, so I just try to be like, just like the background guy.
So you weren't out front yelling, wait for it.
Body tight.
No, that was not me. But Courtney was, and she would come over to my end, and Wanda, the bass player, she was super cool. She would tell me, because they have these pyrotechnics, kind of these these blowers that blow smoke. Boom! They're pretty bombastic, and if you're close to them, you'll get hurt.
Right.
So she would always tell me, "Okay, move over to the left a little bit. It's gonna go off." Oh, thank you. And I'd move over to the left, and boom.
So it's like when you go watch the Bengals play. The Bengals are out front, and then the other two guys are just kind of hanging way
That's
in the
what
back.
I was trying to do.
Gotcha.
They said do whatever. Actually, at one point during I forget which song, harmony guitar solo, they pushed me up to the front. So it was me and Courtney and Wanda kind of doing the the Iron Maiden thing, where all three guitars up at the top. So that was kind of cool.
Well, that's badass.
But that was fun. That was definitely a unique point in my guitar playing career.
Well,
play
that's
with
awesome.
them.
Well, and that's the thing is like, people see you on the belt and they just think, okay, he's just a flamenco guy. They don't realize that you can fucking play. I mean, other stuff,
I played electric for the first 10 or so years, and I still occasionally do.
Right.
And I love when you invite me to these jams because it gives me the opportunity to do that again. But but for the most part, I do play Spanish guitar, flamenco guitar.
Right. And then the last time you were on the show was with Terry.
Right, Terry
Luce.
Luce. Yeah. Singer for Great White
and XYZ,
and one of the founders of the XYZ band with Pat Fontaine.
Wait for it.
Yeah. And he's putting together a project of acoustic music with him singing, and these are all old 80s hits, not all metal stuff. Although we are doing Rainbow, we're doing a song by Rainbow. Mm-hmm. We're doing a song by Def Leppard, but then we're also doing a song by Chris Isaac.
That's right, which rules.
Wicked Game,
yeah.
Great song. We're doing The Boys of Summer by Don Henley. I don't know if I should be giving all this away, but I'm going to. All cool tunes.
Right.
And so yeah.
Well, I think we talked about when we did that live show. Mm-hmm. Not that this isn't live, but when we did that, unless you're listening back to it on iTunes or Spreaker,
right.
Which you should either hit like or subscribe on if that's how you're listening to. But yeah, we talked about stuff that he wanted to do for the, but he was still trying to raise money for it. He hit his goal.
Yes, he did.
He hit his goal, so the record is coming out. And are you guys in the process of recording right now?
We finished all the guitars and bass. Actually, I went in and redid some stuff and added some steel string acoustic guitar like a day or 2 days before the cruise, and he's now doing all the vocals, and I think he's almost done with that. I mean, literally, it's probably 99% done.
Nice.
And it sounds great. I hadn't heard anything from when we on the day that we went into the studio and recorded it, which was 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago.
It is that long ago, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And it sounds great. At one point, he was playing something back, and I'm like, "Wow, fuck, is that us? Is that us?"
Right?
Yeah, wow, that sounded really, really good. So, I think this album's going to be great. Every fan of Terry Luce's singing, either whether it be back from XYZ or Great White, is going to love this record. It's going to blow you away. It's a reimagining of all these old songs that you've already heard, you already know.
Right.
But it's coming from a completely different context, and he's got a great voice, perfect for these songs. I mean, he's got a very distinct and unique style and sound, and I think it's going to be a hit, huge hit.
Right, absolutely. And it's so fucking sweet because you guys did that sound check live, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
Seems like people
you did what
really
3?
dug it.
Yeah, you only did 3 songs.
We did 3 songs, yeah, which were the only 3 songs that we knew at the time
right.
that we had rehearsed. But now I think we have a full 10-song album recorded, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
We have 14 people listening live right now.
Hey, 14
a whole
people.
14 people. And next week when there's females on the show, we'll probably be about 150.
Right.
But that's okay.
That's the way it works.
That's all right. That doesn't mean we're doing a bad show. It's just, I expected maybe a little bit more with the success of the last show I did with Jeff LeBar.
Yes, Jeff LeBar. That was a a good show.
I tell you what, and this is what impressed me about the aftermath of it. Not that, we got on fucking Blabbermouth and whatever. It all helps. It's all great. Thank you, Steve Rochelle. Thank you, Eddie Trunk and Blabbermouth. Thank you for posting my stuff. But usually the internet trolls have a lot of negative things to say. And I will say this. If you missed the last week's show, Jeff LeBar from Cinderella was on here, and he was talking. Basically, he laid it all on the line and blamed it all on himself and his drinking, and told his story. And the internet people, the comments on Eddie Trunk's site, on Blabbermouth, and I haven't checked the comments on Metal Sludge, but 99% of them were all positive. There weren't anybody like, oh, fuck that guy, he's a fucking drunk, blah, blah. No, it was all, dude, get yourself better. Dude, we're pulling for you. Thank you for being so blatantly honest.
I think that was part of it. I think he came from being from that position of being honest. You know what? I just wanted this is my take. He wasn't even upset about it. He was just saying, this is what I and he wasn't even really sure. He was like, this is what I'm pretty sure this is what I think it is. I'm sure it was, it had to do with this. He came from a really honest place, and it was very deep. I remember at the very
because you were listening live. Yeah.
I was listening live.
And you were texting
me. Say hi to Jeff for me. It was at the very end. It was very deep. I remember going, "Holy shit! What just happened here?"
Right.
This is huge. If this had never been out before, it's going to be huge. Mm-hmm. Huge news. I mean, it's sad, but it had a good ending because he is concentrating on his his chef skills and I get his posts on Facebook. Chef LeBar and stuff.
Chef LeBar,
which I actually think should be Chef Jeff because that rhymes a little bit better.
No, I like Chef LeBar
or Jeff the Chef. I like LeBar at the bar, but that may not ever happen.
We can't do that. Somebody with a problem like that.
Yeah.
But props to the internet people for all the positive feedback.
Cool stuff.
That was cool. And I tell you what, I talked to him a couple days after it, and I was told that he said some things he probably was not supposed to talk about, but it was all true.
Right.
It was all true, and there's been no backlash for it. I mean, it was all true. He took all the blame, and even when he said, he's like, "Look, Tom Kiefer is one of the most talented motherfuckers on this planet."
Oh, he gave him props.
Gave him all the props, absolutely. And I've been riding his coattails for long enough. I
remember that.
Yeah. So props.
So he was humble.
Absolutely,
he was humble. He was like, "This is what it is, and I'm okay with it."
And look, he told me, he's like, "No, I have no regrets. It was cathartic."
Yeah.
It was.
That's cool.
I hadn't talked about that stuff in a long time.
That's cool.
And I needed to. It was time, and I'm glad it was with a bud.
That's cool.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Question from California Rock News: what are your favorite songs on the new CD? Which new CD? On the Heavy Mellow Heavy Mellow CD, or the? Let's do both: the Heavy Mellow CD and the Terry Loose
CD. Well, from the Volume 3 CD. I'm gonna have to say, I love what we did with the Queen of the Reich, Queen of the Reich. Yeah. We really dissected it, and we really wanted to get it good, get it right on, and with the transferring those riffs, those iconic riffs that like the intro riff and the riffs throughout, and get those sounding right, flamenco from the flamenco,
right?
And I think we did it, and I think the guitar solos try to keep them as close, but still, keep a flamenco sound to them. But we got them pretty good, and even the vocals, some of the high vocals that are on this,
right,
did that on the guitar. So I really like that. I really enjoyed what we did with that.
Let me ask you this: was the Queensryche stuff hard?
It's a little bit more difficult than. Well, we only did the Queen of the Reich song. We've recorded another one in the past, but this being the new one, this one, I mean, it had different sections, a lot of cool sections. Actually, I suggested this one to Ben because I heard it on the radio at one point, and there's that middle section that there's a bridge where it kind of breaks down, da, 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 and I could hear Ben playing he does these wicked arpeggios with his fingers, and I said, I know you could do something really cool, and that's exactly what he did. Exactly what I thought he would do in that section is what he did. So I really dig that tune. Another one that was kind of a song that I actually never had heard before because it's so new. It's off of David Bowie's, of all people, David Bowie's newest album.
Okay.
Black Star. We're doing the title track from that
I haven't
album.
heard the record yet.
You wouldn't think that it would lend itself to anything that sounded very metal,
Right.
but it does. It sounds incredible. Again, the arrangement that Ben put together for it, it's great. It's one of my favorites on the album. It's totally different. That one was probably the most difficult song to do because it just goes everywhere. It goes, it jumps from here to there, and I don't think we could recreate it live because it's so crazy. It's so out there.
Oh, wow.
So that's
gonna be little songs you'll never play live. It's just gonna be on the record.
I think so. If for some reason we have to do it, it would be.
It would take some work.
It would take some work. Yeah, it would take some work. And finally, I would say, just because it's such a great song, we love doing it live is Ace of Spades.
Well, of course, and you know, but you went with the Ace of Spades.
We did go with the Ace of Spades. We as for the same reason that we went with Black Sabbath Paranoid. That's probably not would have been my first choice, but
right.
I think we still kind of want to get in, and we want people to look at the album and go, "Oh, I know that song."
That's an excellent point.
I want to know what that sounds like, flamenco style.
That is an excellent point.
So yeah, but we've done some stuff that nobody's heard before, like that David Bowie tune. Nobody's probably ever heard that before. We do some deep cut Slayer stuff or some deep cut King Diamond stuff. Mm-hmm. So and occasionally there's and if you want to go the other route, which we're talking about Paranoid and talk about Ace of Spades, another one of the ones that I actually liked is Europe's Final Countdown.
You guys do that?
We messed around with it live, I think, on a couple of the cruises. Let's play it. Let's figure it out. Fuck around with it. And it was such a huge hit. People dug it. People like that. That was one of the biggest songs that we played. Every time we played it, great applause. So I suggested maybe we should record it. What the hell? And we have actually a very cool version of it.
I can't wait to hear it.
It's more, instead of totally flamenco, it's more Latin. I don't know if it's more of a kind of a, I don't know, Latin kind of salsa, almost danceable version.
Wow.
It's different. It's different. Just listen to that. And
I can't wait.
And we toned it down from what it was because originally Mike Bennett came up with the arrangement for that, and it was a lot more Latin than what you hear on the
wow.
album.
And Mike Bennett's the least Latin person you'll ever meet in your life.
Well, you would think just by looking at him.
Yeah, because he's white, he's ginger.
Exactly. But this guy is so he's so schooled in percussion and Latin percussion that he'll fit right in to a salsa band. In fact, when I met him, we were playing for kind of a salsa band. We played together.
That's right.
So yeah, no.
When you were known as Luigi.
That's what they say.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. I was too late.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I don't know if that answered the question, but
I
thanks for the review. I hope it was good. Hope you liked the album. He said he liked it, right?
Yeah, well, I'm sure he did. But you've been working on a solo record.
Yes, and that's pretty much finished, and it sounds great.
You better give me one more beer while we're talking about this.
I know. I've been finishing them.
It happens. That's what happens.
It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Yeah, it's a solo album. My first solo album of original material in over 10 years, and I'm kind of concentrating on different things and different projects and playing with different bands too. And so it's about time I recorded one of my albums, and it's called Eastside Democracy, and it should be out as soon as the album cover is done. I think that's the only thing that we have.
Who's doing the cover?
A friend of mine.
All right, you got somebody working on it? Okay.
Yeah, he's really good. When he gets a chance, he puts a couple of minutes into it.
Gotcha.
But I think it just needs him and I, to get together one time, and I'm going to try to set that up within the next couple of weeks, where we just sit down one final time and go, okay, this is it, boom, 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 make this change, boom, and done. Because it's just a matter of really just a few more minutes of working on it, and that's it.
Right, and this doesn't sound anything like Heavy Mellow, and I've heard a couple of the tracks.
Yeah, it's a completely different.
And it's I think I said it sounded like Latin big band Vegas lounge.
Yeah, and it sounds different than my other albums too. My other albums are a little bit more straightforward flamenco guitar with Latin rhythms, but this one, I don't know. We just went all out, and we got this great horn section, and we got the best musicians that we could find, and Greg Bissonette from David Lee Roth's band.
That's right.
Returns and does some stuff. Does some drums on about half of the album. So we got some L.A. Chicano bands playing on it, and musicians from the bands War and Tierra. And
that's badass.
So yeah, it's a good record. I can't wait to release it so that it's out of my head. It's been too many
just
years.
fucking out.
Yeah, and just put it out and just.
And you'll be
on.
playing in Vegas for the rest of your life.
There you go.
In a fucking lounge.
Hey, I'm down.
Living in a hotel.
Lounges. That's
you
my
and
life.
the old lady and the 40 kids living in a hotel.
I'm in.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm in.
Playing at the same hotel every night.
I would not mind that life at all.
Yeah, that would not suck, would it? Just give us a penthouse suite.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I need.
And comp all our food and drinks.
That's it.
And pay me.
Every night. Every night, all night. Luigi Villegas.
Luigi. Anything else we need to pimp?
HeavyMellow.com. LuisVillegas.com. TerryLoose.com.
Terry E. Loose.
I think he has a TerryLoose.com.
I'm sure he does.
I'm sure he does.
But you can find him on Facebook if he does not.
Yes, for sure.
I was very disappointed. I did not see him wearing a neck scarf once on a cruise.
He didn't, huh? He didn't.
No, very disappointing.
But that was cool. I saw him on the cruise. I saw his wife and his kid, Lily, and they were hanging out with Jovan, the photographer. And
yeah.
And no, this is definitely a good bonding experience. The family is there every year, and we're all a part of it.
It really is. Everybody's never been on the cruises. It really is a big family, and it's like a high school reunion every year when you get back.
Yeah,
except you actually like these people.
Yeah, and you enjoy hanging out with them.
Enjoy hanging out with them, absolutely.
Drinking a beer or 3 or 5 with them, and listening to the best music ever.
Or marinating your liver with Jack Daniels for 5 days. I mean, whatever happens, it's just how it goes. All right. Check out that stuff. Buy the new Heavy Mellow record, which I have yet to hear.
On iTunes.
It's on iTunes. You can get it. Make sure you go. I got a meeting tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
I have a meeting tomorrow with a gal who wants to intern for me.
Nice.
And I'm like, well, okay, I don't make any money at this whatsoever. I don't make a fucking dime unless somebody like that.
And she won't be
that
here.
great person that gave me that nice little chunk of money a couple weeks ago that is gone, of course. Unless, people donate, which they can. Izzy.presley@gmail is your PayPal. And it all goes into the hooks because it's not free to put this shit on. So I have a meeting. She wants to intern for me. And I don't know what the fuck she wants to do, but I think I have a job for her.
I bet you do.
No, get your mind out of the gutter, Luigi. Get your mind out of the gutter. No. I need somebody. I've been looking for somebody to, like, when I do interviews, like the LaBar interview, for instance, and there's a lot of meat there and stuff that needs to be posted and sent out as a press release and put up on my website as a story. I need somebody to go through and transcribe it.
Yeah, that's good.
Put it into story form, like Eddie Trunk does with Dana. Dana, the gal that does his website and puts all the news up.
There you go.
I need somebody like that, so I think I might have it, and it might just cost me a slice of pizza.
That's awesome. That's the best price.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So I'm looking forward to that. And like next week, it's going to be Rachel Ryan. and Genocide. Genocide returning to another fucking podcast.
I heard of the first
that was
time.
a fun show. Possibly,
I was supposed to be on that one.
Yes, you were going to come in. You were going to come in.
Me and somebody else. It was supposed to be 3 of us.
Yeah, I think the Ginger. No, it wasn't the Ginger.
Was it Ace?
Might have been Ace. Yeah, it was supposed to be you, Ace, and Jenna,
Yeah.
and Ace was out of town.
And then I flaked for whatever reason.
Yeah, whatever reason, because you're Luigi.
Yeah.
You were doing the Mexican thing.
I was using Mexican.
Hey, fuck, man,
make it.
Drinking Dos Equis on my fucking porch, and I can't go.
That's right.
But I'm gonna listen anyway.
And I did.
Yeah, and it was a fun show.
Yeah,
it was a fun show. So Jenna will be back, and possibly the Ginger Princess. We will see. Not guaranteeing that, because when I asked her about it, she's like, "What? Like, you were on the fucking I Am thing?" It must have been me, so you ignored it. But no, I'm kidding. Wait for it. I should just have this queued up to play at all times.
Yeah.
No. So we'll see. She's out of town right now.
Should have it on a key.
I know.
Yeah.
I just like yeah. So that's what's happening next week. A drunken summit, all female drunken summit. If the Ginger Princess is not here, we'll get somebody else.
Cool.
But there we go.
All right.
Facebook.com. Oh, I suppose I can hit my outro music for the next minute and 25 seconds. Black Diamond, of course. Yeah. So hit up the Facebook page, facebook.com/another effing podcast, and my personal page, facebook.com/EasyPresley1, and the ACK page, which is at ACK Ace Tribute. And on my quest for 1 million followers on Twitter, at Izzy_Presley. I'm currently at right about 9,000.
Hey.
I'm getting closer.
Hey.
Working my way up there.
Pretty damn good.
Working my way up there. Luis
9,000.
Villegas, dude, thank you so much for coming in again.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, you're always welcome.
Thank you very much.
We'll have you back again sometime soon.
I'm just going to crash this party whenever I
You're
want
going
to.
to crash
That's what's gonna happen.
the all booby party.
I probably will.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, because there's going to be three very beautiful women in this.
I might be
in the Hurt Locker here.
We live so close to each other. I may just be walking past your house at that particular moment.
With beer.
In time, with
beer by accident.
Yeah, by accident. And just go, hey, well, I wonder what's going on here at Izzy's house.
All right, it's another fucking podcast. We'll see you next week. And I do, in fact, love you all.
Excellent.